Hey, this is Natalie, Koda Class Native, going over Monday's workout for this week. We are in week 7 of our isolation isometric phase. And so I just want you to make sure you reiterate to your classes why this is important and why we're doing it. A lot of times towards the end of the cycle, people get bored. They don't see like how important it is as much. So bring that up today and get them ready and prepare them for the week. Today we have our ISO bench press, which is 3 seconds down and 2 seconds off the chest, or 2 seconds with 2 inches off the chest. We've been doing this for 3 or 4 times now, and I want you to reiterate why we're holding that 2 inches off of the chest. That's typically where people are failing. If they're holding 2 inches kind of near the top of that lockout, most of the time people aren't going to fail there. Maybe a few people that are really super tricep weak, but majority of us are going to be failing that 2 inches off the chest. So reiterate that and maybe even practice that in the warm-up and get them to really feel that isometric. A part of that A2 is the goblet curtsy lunge, and we're really trying to isolate those glutes. So I would encourage you to do a 2-second pause in the bottom of that curtsy lunge. As far as the warm-up goes for those part A's, is I would get them doing the movements and trying to get them to isolate those muscle groups before you begin. So for instance, for the bench press, maybe doing some no rep push-ups, doing some 2-inch hovers in their push-up. They can even be on their knees there. If they can't hold in that plank and hold 2 inches off the ground, they can still be on their knees and learn how to keep those lats isolated and keep everything flexed. Another good idea would be even like a dumbbell floor press or something like that, but get them to where they can actually feel those movements before you get going. As far as the goblet curtsy lunge, you can have them practice a few, maybe even just do some bands and stuff so they know how to actually flex those glutes and get them active. The workout is really kind of short, but it can be high intense. So 12 minutes, I'm doing a power clean, then you do a power clean, I do a wall walk, you do a wall walk, double unders, double unders. You look through the notes, you're gonna see how that increases over time. So they don't need to go out too hot, but they kind of need to come out a little bit strong because as they go through that AMRAP, they're gonna get more rest. So you're gonna acquire more rest because the reps are going up. So I'm not saying they need to go through and sprint all that, but knowing that they're gonna get more rest, they don't need to come out too slow of a pace. It is only 12 minutes, so they're probably only gonna work for 6 minutes or so at a time. So make today super important to those as far as like the isometrics go and make the workout fun.